All right, you guys, you know we do a thing on Raw Detroit called Let's Be GM. This is another one of those videos. Can the Detroit Lions win with the current roster quarterbacks in 2022? Now, we know that David Blau and I believe Tim Boyle is slated to be free agents next season. So depending on the Lions, if they want to be cheap, they probably bring these guys back. But if they want to get talent, I think that they should look into the draft. Definitely, we know that Jared Goff will be back with the team. Jared Goff in his first year on Detroit didn't have his best season. And we got to have that conversation, man, because it's time. You know, it's towards the end of the season. I believe it's like, 6 games left. And we have to have the conversation about the quarterback situation because it can be an uneasy situation with fans. I know a lot of fans that want to get all defensive guys and no offensive guys at all. I can't agree with that. I can't roll with that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that the Lions do need to get defense, but it needs to be a mixture. It needs to be a mixture of offensive guys as well as defensive guys, because if you look at the receiving core, it's not a great receiving core, and you can't have that receiving core coming back into 2022. So that got to be evaluated as well, and we'll talk about that at a later date. But the quarterbacks currently that you have on the roster, Jared Goff, David Blau, Tim Boyle. David Blau is the only one that really didn't get an opportunity to play besides the preseason. Some say that it was unfair to him that he's been backing up Jared Goff all this time, and then Tim Boyle gets to start over him in that game that he played in, that Tim Boyle played in. But I think that the Detroit Lions was just trying to evaluate Tim Boyle and see what they had in him. And when you look at the quarterback position for us, I mean, Jared Goff has not been he has not been great this season. You know, just put it like that. You don't expect him to come in here and be the savior. You don't expect for him to come to be like Matthew Stafford. You want to see him be better than Matthew Stafford. You want to see him do things that Stafford couldn't do, and that's be able to lead this team into the playoffs. That's what you're looking for out of your quarterback position. The quarterback position is the most important position on the team. Why? Because the quarterback has the ball the most. He's going to have the ball majority of the times, if not the running back or the receivers catching the football. The quarterback is a leader on the team. So you have to, your team is going to be as good as its leader. Now, if your leader is not that good, then your team is not going to be that good. And we got to face the facts, and you can say that same thing for the Detroit Lions ownership and the front office. As these guys try to get better, and I'm talking about the forwards. I'm not going to talk about Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell in this video. I'm just talking about the forwards because the Ford family has been running this franchise for a very, very long time. And I just think that, personally, they maybe should think about and consider selling the team to someone and giving somebody else an opportunity to try to run this Lions team. They've tried everything else. It's been different quarterbacks. It's been different coaches. It's been so many things that has happened. But the only thing that has not happened is the Fords and their ownership and leadership of the team. And this is no knock to them, but maybe the team may play better under another ownership. But the biggest thing that I see right now is that the Detroit Lions definitely need a quarterback. Now, I'm not saying that this quarterback needs to start. I'm not telling you that the Lions need to take a quarterback with the first overall pick. I would be lying to you if I said that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you have 10 picks. At least take one quarterback with one of those picks. I don't care, what you have to do. You can't come into 2022 with this roster and these quarterbacks on the roster because it's not going to get you anywhere. Now, Jared Goff, because he's due so much money, I believe, $30 million? If $30 million against the cap, if they was to try to release him or anything like that, that's a lot of money. So I don't think that the Lions would try to get rid of him. But you never know. They can try to do a trade or anything like that. You never know. Anything is possible. You're talking about owners that are billionaires, man, and money is nothing to these guys. So don't always think about the money situation, because the money, even though to them, yeah, it is something because it's 30 million against the cap. But when you're trying to get better as the Detroit Lions and you want to see Dan Campbell be dealt a better hand than what he's been dealt, then you're going to have to get talent. And I don't care where you get it from. I don't care if it's an undrafted quarterback. I don't care at this point if it's a fifth round quarterback, third round, fourth round, sixth round, whatever. You need a quarterback on this team. We cannot continue to not be able to throw the ball down the field, not be able to hit a deep route, not be able to be accurate with the football when it comes to throwing intermediate routes and short routes. We have to get better at the quarterback position, and Jared Goff has not been the quarterback that Detroit Lions thought he probably would be, especially when he led a LA Rams team to the Super Bowl. And I know a lot of people say, well, he didn't do it, the defense did it. Well, he still is the quarterback on that team, and Jared Goff did play decent that season. Can't deny that. But when he got into the Super Bowl, he ended up losing. Somebody's going to lose. Somebody either is going to win the Super Bowl, somebody's going to lose it. And the person that loses the Super Bowl always gets fingers pointed at them. So what I say right now, and what I'm saying right now is that the Detroit Lions desperately need to find a quarterback. They need to be thinking about the future. If Dan Campbell has been given 6 years and pretty much he has 5 years left on his deal, you cannot afford to come into next season with this roster of quarterbacks, because it's terrible. It's terrible, guys. To be able to come in with guys like this, the roster is terrible when it comes to quarterbacks in Detroit. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all, guys, and they got to get a quarterback. At this point, you can't care if they call Kurt Warner off the couch. Detroit Lions need a quarterback, bro. The Detroit Lions need a quarterback. You can try to overlook it. You can try to say 2023, 2024, 2025, whatever you want to say. The Detroit Lions have now to turn this team around. You got now to do what you need to do. If you're Dan Campbell, it's an emergency. It's like one of those things where you need to break the glass, for emergency use only. You can't afford to go into 2022 with David Blau and Tim Boyle. Yeah, you're going to have Jared Goff. If they can't get rid of him, you're going to have him on the roster still. Jared Goff has not looked good. He's been Goffle. He's been Goffle this season. He doesn't look like he belongs as a quarterback. Being a Detroit Lion quarterback, man, you have to be tough. That's one thing I will give Matthew Stafford. He was a tough guy. Even though we really didn't win with Matthew Stafford either, we really didn't do anything with Stafford as far as winning playoff games and being in winning big games and stuff like that with Stafford. We didn't do that. So guys, let's take a look at it. If you go into next season with these same quarterbacks, do you think what do you think the win-loss record is going to be? Because right now we haven't won a football game. David Blau, they don't trust in him. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. They don't trust in David Blau. You don't give this man an opportunity, and he's been a backup quarterback at the beginning of the season, and Tim Boyle was on IR. And as soon as Tim Boyle is able to be ready and come off IR, you don't give David Blau an opportunity. Well, maybe it could have been that they wanted to evaluate Tim Boyle. But at the same time, David Blau has been a backup all season long, didn't get his number called. So what does that let that man know? That we don't have trust in you. We don't have faith in you. We could care less about you. We want to see Tim Boyle. That's the guy that we signed and we brought in from the Green Bay Packers. The Lions got to stop being so cheap, man, and go get the talent. We need talent at the quarterback position, and you can't afford to go into 2022 with these same quarterbacks on the roster. You can't do it because you're not going to win with these quarterbacks. Let's face it. You're not winning with these guys. You're not. If I'm the GM and I'm the coach, I spend my time evaluating in the next 6 games who's going to be here and who's not going to be here. This team is pathetic, bro. You got to go out and get the talent. No longer can you overlook this position, the quarterback position. We need a quarterback. You can't do nothing without having a good quarterback, a solid quarterback. Jared Goff has been Goffled this season. David Blah, you don't trust in him. You don't believe in him. That's why he didn't get an opportunity. And then Tim Boyle, look what this man has done. Nothing. He has done nothing in his college career. But being pumped up in Green Bay and then getting an opportunity with the Detroit Lions. Went out there and threw for what, 77 yards? I don't even know what it was. I could be wrong. You can't afford to come into the 2022 season with these quarterbacks on the rosters. These guys got to go. And if Jared Goff has to go, he has to go. But I know at the same time, he's going to be a part of the roster. So why not draft a quarterback? You don't have to take that quarterback, the first quarterback. He doesn't have to be the #1 pick overall. He just needs to be on the roster. I'm sick and tired of this team not having the talent, bro. And the fans, I know the fans are tired too. We're tired, man. We want to win, man. We're tired of losing. Get us a quarterback in Detroit. Detroit needs hope. Get us a quarterback that's going to give us hope that we can win some football games in 2022. Because you can't come in the season with these guys on the roster. This is Raw Detroit, man, and I'm keeping it raw. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Till next time, peace.